when you're trying to record a podcast and the world is just against you. Welcome to the first episode of GETL.
Hello.
My name is Hans.
I'm Edward.
And we are your hosts for now and always.
As long as you listen to this podcast, please download it and please listen to it.
Okay, so just for the first episode, I think we're going to just start with a quick introduction. My name is Hans. I am owner and executive editor of Famous.com. I've been doing it for almost a decade now. And with me, I have...
I'm Edward Swart. I'm basically the work bitch of the website. We'll have to censor that probably. And yeah, I've been with Famous for a few years now.
For a very long time.
Yeah.
You are my right-hand man, let's be honest.
Yeah, no, that's good to hear. I'm glad. Always nice to hear that.
Okay, so for a long time, we've been thinking about doing a podcast, for a very long time, actually. It just seemed like a natural progression from going from writing our words down where people can read them to actually listening to our opinions.
Yeah, that's going to be a different kind of sell. So.
Well, for yourself, I suppose.
Yeah.
I mean, I have ventured into the world of YouTube, so if you want to check that out, you can.
Amazing.
Well, you're biased, so you can't listen to Edward.
I may be biased, but let's be real. Yeah.
Okay, so welcome to GETL. Essentially, as Edward mentioned, GETL is kind of like how it's pronounced because it stands for Gaming, Entertainment, Technology, and Lifestyle, predominantly from a geek perspective. And we hope it'll be good.
Yeah, well, this is the first one. It can only get better.
Oh, right, yeah. So, to those who are listening, happy, sweet Valentine's Day.
Ooh. And if you forgot, we have a great guide online. More on that later. What a segue. What a segue.
What a segue. Product placement 101. Famousstore.com. It's like...
Buy it.
Okay, look, we actually do have things to talk about. Granted, it is Valentine's Day, and we figured what a better way to start our very first episode of GETL than by looking in each other's eyes and speaking sweet geek nothings to you and ourselves.
Aww, I'm all fuzzy inside.
Mm-hmm.
And also coffee. I think it's mainly the coffee.
It's absolutely the coffee. For those of you who may not know, we're both huge coffee fanatics. I thoroughly enjoy Nespresso, please sponsor us. And we have cups of coffee with us right now, obviously, because how else would we get through the day if we didn't have our caffeine kick?
Of course.
Okay, right. So let's get back on track because
we're all over the place.
We keep segueing into different things. Welcome to our lives. If you look at the site, you'll understand why.
Yeah,
it's a variety of interests. Okay, cool. Yeah. So Valentine's Day.
Mm-hmm.
Edward, you are celebrating with a significant other. Yes.
Yes. We've been together for a few years now, and yeah, we're taking it things chill. On usually because I hardly ever celebrate days. I don't do the Mother's Day, the Father's Day, the Valentine's Day thing, but she does.
Not even an Edward Day?
Not even an Edward Day.
Oh, we are such different people.
Even my birthdays are low-key chill days. So yeah, we're just gonna be chill at home, watch some Netflix. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, of course you're going to watch Netflix and chill.
Of course. That's the one thing we do. Yeah.
Well, from my side, it's #forever alone. Insert your favorite meme here.
Which is not so bad. I mean, someone's richer than I am.
Do you mean the expendable income that I have because I'm alone?
I might be a little bit jealous.
That aside, in terms of Valentine's Day, and he has a little gaming segue, we thought about this for some time and we figured, what is a better way to celebrate the Day of Love, which should be every day, by the way, not just once a year, than doing it with video games. You know, play with your partner, whatever your partner may be.
Yeah, whether they are PlayStation people, Xbox people, whether they aren't gamers at all.
Don't forget Nintendo people. Mobile gamer people.
Oh, instant dread face here.
No, but seriously though, there's obviously nothing better than gaming with somebody that you care about, whether it's a friend, a companion, a lover. It doesn't really make a difference. Games bring people together, in addition to enhancing your twitch reflexes for other things that might come in handy come Valentine's night.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Unless you're forever alone.
Let's not speak about that at the moment.
So speaking of games, specifically co-op games, what are some of your favorites, Edward?
Well, I particularly love it in a space-time, in a dangerous space-time. That's one of the few both the missus and I have played together.
Oh, awesome.
To its extent. But I particularly like it because there are a lot of elements to it, like a lot. I think up to 4 people can play it. I'm not too sure.
That's awesome.
But yeah, we played a lot of it in like one sitting. And we got through most of the game.
And your relationship is still intact.
It's still intact. Grey hairs notwithstanding.
Because I know firsthand that you're not so lucky if you play Overcooked.
No. Overcooked is a breed of its own, I'd say. You have to navigate the kitchen, which is full of dangers, and while you prepare meals. And you have to work together to get like particular meals out. Like one of us needs to chop, or the other needs to.
So it's just as strenuous as real life.
Pretty much.
If you're trying to communicate with your partner and you're like, can you please cut the onions? And they're like, you just want to see me cry, don't you?
Yeah, like, you want to see me cry? No, just fry it or something. Get it over with. It's Overcooked. It's fun, but that's
yeah. I've got to say, I have enjoyed it very much. I haven't played it with a significant other, but I have played it with groups of friends. Read into that what you will, listeners. And yeah, it's very, very challenging, but it's great. It's good fun.
Another good game I would recommend for anyone to play. Get good. Either friends or loved ones is Portal 2.
Oh, Portal. Come on. The cake is a lie.
Ancient by this moment. The cake is indeed a lie. It's actually a beautiful
get
lie.
Cake before you play.
Yes.
Because could you imagine your significant other who doesn't know anything about games, for example, just putting it out there, and you play, and they're all like, why is the cake the goal? And you'd be like, because it's on the counter.
Yeah, okay. Like that's why.
I hope you're ready for it.
It's literally only there because it
goals,
exists.
You know?
And also, keep talking and nobody explodes.
Oh,
that's a personal favorite of mine.
Look, that's brilliant. I've actually enjoyed that game very much in PlayStation VR, specifically from a VR perspective. I know it's available on other platforms, but the reason why VR takes it to the next level is because when the person has the goggles on, they can only see the bomb.
That's amazing.
And then people who are around them can only see the instruction manual on the television. So, therefore, it really creates a really good dynamic of what the F are you saying?
That's awesome.
Because you need to communicate clearly here, which all could potentially, I guess, run into relationship issues. But it's genuinely good fun.
Cut the red wire.
And then they cut the blue one. And I said red. And we're back after Edward's phone call.
Sorry about that. Life gets in the way.
Speaking of getting in the way, or rather, should I say, getting out, the next game on our list is...
A Way Out. Now, that's an interesting one. It's actually one of the most narrative-oriented co-op games on the list. But it's an amazing game. I personally haven't finished it, but I've seen Hans and dear friend Tegan play it.
I was wondering if you were going to bring that up. So the game is genuinely good fun, and if you go onto YouTube, you can actually find our live streams of the game. We never did finish it for a very big reason, but we won't get into that right now.
Yeah.
Not to put a damper on our first episode.
Wop, wop, wop.
But the game is genuinely good. If I understand correctly, it is free with EA access?
I think so. I'm not too certain.
Either way, even if it isn't, it's well worth your purchase. Yeah. It's an excellent game. Like Edward said, very, very strong narrative element. And one of the other best aspects of it is that it's always different. It doesn't matter how many times you do a level, every action you take makes a difference.
Or rather, every subsequent level is different compared to the previous one.
Are you trying to say subsequent?
Subsequent. Subsequent.
Okay.
And yeah, it's like no two missions in order are ever the same in this game, which is great. And it's just a continuous, ever-flowing story.
Yeah, it speaks to the replayability. So, if you're with your partner and you finish a mission and you want to do it again, perhaps you found it really interesting, you can.
Yeah. It should also be noted that if you have the game, you get a free friend pass for your friend to play it. So
that's cool.
Yeah, so even when you play online, you can play with a friend who doesn't own the game.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
That's smart.
Yeah.
Well, it makes sense, I guess. It is a co-op game first and foremost, so might as well add that in. Oh, I like that. But of course, it's Valentine's Day. You want to be playing with the person next to you.
Naturally.
So, of course, the online pass is great if you want to have some forever alone action, but
but it does also support couch co-op.
Technically, yes. Talking about couch co-op right now.
Yes. The next topic on our Valentine's Day list, pretty much, I guess.
Sexy, hot, skinny. It's
Geeky
our
gifts.
pets. Oh shit!
Well,
okay then.
The next thing on our list is the Geeky gift.
Hashtag self-promotion.
Please. Vamerstore.com. This week I wrote a cool little post that I quite enjoyed, where I basically just went through the entire Vamer store and wrote down my top 2 gifts from every main section.
Can we please just stress Edward's top picks?
Yes, my top picks for every main section and the kind of geek that you might have in your life. So basically, I have a Marvel section, I have a Pokemon section, and multiple sections where I list 2 gifts, 2 of our less more affordable gifts. Yeah, thank you. And then I also have a section for those of you who have a lot of money.
Unaffordable.
The unaffordable option. And yeah, it was an enjoyable list to make, actually. I really enjoyed it.
I will admit, it was a surprise to see it in my inbox, and I thoroughly enjoyed editing it. I hope you guys enjoy reading it. I know it's a bit of a segue into the store. We promise this won't always be the case.
Yeah.
It's purely for Valentine's Day, and we thought what better way than trying to get people to buy from us so we can make some money.
Yeah. So now that
capitalism.
Now that the sponsored segment is out of the way, let's talk about something else that's really hot at the moment.
Really hot right now.
And yeah.
Hot, buff, ever so slightly skinny. Our Patz Batman.
Oh, the Battinson. Dun, dun, dun.
So, the director, Matt Reeves, right? Not leaked. I guess leaked is not the correct word.
He released a camera test on Twitter.
Of the brand new Batsuit.
Yes.
And it is sexy.
Yeah, it's really...
Okay.
The bit that we can see is sexy AF.
What do you mean with all the red mood lighting? It's totally for Valentine's Day.
It's amazing. I love it.
I know, it's made for people like me, the hashtag alone, so we can sit at home and be like, oh, our Patz.
Oh, yes.
Okay, no, seriously though. I do think the suit looks pretty great. What I like about it, or what I've been able to glean from the small teaser that we've received, is how very homemade the suit looks.
Yeah.
Compared to previous Batman, or Batmen, I should say, where they all look super manufactured,
Similarly, I love it for that regard alone. Like, it reminds me a lot of the Daredevil Season 1 suit.
Oh, it's Marvel series, right? On Netflix, yeah.
Yes, it's just thrown together. Like, rumors are suggesting that this is the second year of his tenure as the Batman. That's what we're going to see, and it totally makes sense then. Obviously, the billionaire playboy doesn't want to alert his company about his vigilante.
Was it Wayne Industries?
It's Wayne Industries.
Wayne Industries.
I think. I could be wrong.
I don't know.
So he's just it looks like he just soon it himself, and yeah.
But that's great. Isn't that what Batman has traditionally always been about? This billionaire who becomes a vigilante. He does things on his own. In a time before he recruits his butler, and so on and so forth. You know, a man on his own agenda, doing his own thing.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much what we're going to get this time around.
Yeah, a man with a cause.
Yes.
Yeah.
And also a detective, because more rumors suggest that we're going to get a very detective noir aspect this time around as well.
Film noir.
Yes, pretty much.
Listen, sign me up. I'm in. I'm down for this. Okay.
The more I talk about it, the more hype I get.
Do you think he'll sparkle?
No. I don't think we'll see.
Dash my hopes. Why don't you?
It would be amazing though if it comes up in conversation. Like, do you sparkle?
No, I don't think they're going to pull
remember,
a Deadpool.
Andy Serkis is Alfred. And I think he can pull something like that. And
Andy Serkis? Gollum?
Yes.
Gollum is Alfred?
Yes.
This film is sounding better and better the more I learn about it.
Of course. And Zoe Kravitz's work, Catwoman.
Oh, but she's amazing. She's phenomenal.
Beautiful.
Oh, I just got goosies.
Yeah, right? What I'm not too sure about is Colin Farrell as the Penguin.
Oh, no, I think he'll do a good job. Look, Colin Farrell is a very talented actor. Of course, we don't talk about his role in Fantastic Beasts, but he is a very talented actor. And although I don't think... Look, he'll have his own take on it. I don't personally feel anyone could beat Danny DeVito's take. He will always forever be one of my favorite renditions of Penguin. I guess is the only one thus far.
In movies.
In the movies, I mean. I'm not talking about the Gotham television series, please. Don't bring that rubbish.
I really like Gotham.
No. If you watch it, good for you.
Yeah.
It's not for me.
Another one I'm kind of on the fence
says
about.
the man who likes Supergirl, right?
Exactly. Like, I love Supergirl. Another casting decision I'm kind of on the fence about is Paul Dano as the Riddler.
Who?
Paul Dano.
I feel like I should know this person.
He has that face. When you see the face, you'll know. Like, you'll be,
Yes, perfect. The face that we can't show our listeners right now.
No,
so this is an
I'm
audio
quickly pulling up a list. Bear with me as I pull up a list.
Oh, he's a TV actor.
Yes.
Oh.
Mostly TV. I want to say Silicon Valley.
No.
The second season.
I don't think so.
Little Miss Sunshine. That's an amazing movie.
That's a very good
and
film.
he was a very good actor.
Okay.
But I don't think he looks
and he's
the part.
the Riddler now.
Yes.
So Jim Carrey's old role?
Yes.
From the movie with the bat nipples?
Yep.
Okay, he doesn't have big shoes to fill. He'll be fine. I'm certain he'll be able to do the job.
Look, I like Jim Carrey.
Listen, so do I. And I love those bat nipples. So...
I just don't know about his acting chops.
Well,
he's been in too few big league
let's give it a chance. Something that we like to do a majority of the time in Vamers is not judge too harshly because, I mean, there's been a lot of hate for our Patz, for example, being the new Batman. And personally, I think he is not only an interesting choice, but one of the perfect choices to embody the role. Because Robert Pattinson is an exceptional actor, and that's actually what we need. We need somebody who can actually act to personify the role. Now, of course, I'm not trying to take away from other actors who've personified Batman. Okay? I mean, we all know that Ben Affleck is an Oscar award-winning actor. Mm-hmm. Although he didn't win for acting, right? He won for screenplay. But regardless, he is a good actor.
Yes.
Unfortunately, he didn't care enough about the role to do it justice. This is where Robert Pattinson is different. When he takes on a role,
he lives and
breathes it. Not quite the Jared Leto way, thank goodness, because we really don't need another one of those mistakes. But we're talking about like Joaquin Phoenix and Heath Ledger.
Yes.
This is the caliber of actor, and I really believe he's going to do this new Batman proper justice.
Yes. Like, obviously, there are different kinds of Batman out there. I almost said Christopher Reeve's Batman, but
not
the other
quite,
one,
but I know what you're talking about. 1989 Batman, Keaton.
No, the new trilogy, the Dark Knight trilogy. That Batman, Christian Bale. There we go. He was an amazing Batman, and he even went as far as coming out in support for our Patz as the Batman when everyone else said, "Oh, this vampire wannabe who can't
everyone
act."
else. Now, bear in mind, you're not talking about other actors.
Correct? No. I'm talking about the critics.
That
or
makes
the
sense,
fans.
though. I mean, you can't. It's very rare that another actor will come out and bash another actor because it's bad for their careers.
But
I'm quite certain people came out and applauded Ben Affleck being Batman.
Well, I did.
I
certainly
did. I mean, Ben Affleck is awesome, except he totally ruined Batman. But besides that,
I think his portrayal as Batman was good. But that's an argument for another day.
listen, we're not even going to talk about the DC worlds.
No, that's a
right
mess.
now.
That's a dumpster fire.
I mean, I would have loved to have segued into Birds of Prey, but I'm going to wait for that to come out in video, to be perfectly honest. I've just been so disappointed with DC films thus far that I just don't feel like dishing out money in the cinema. I'd rather just rent it when it comes out in video. And by video, I mean digital. Nobody goes to video shops anymore.
The only one that I am keen for is Wonder Woman 1894 or whatever.
Okay, but listen.
84.
That's different altogether.
Yes.
I mean, Gal Gadot is just phenomenal in the role.
Exactly.
And that first film look, if they had kicked off the DC worlds with just Man of Steel and Wonder Woman, it actually did proper origin stories instead of just segueing them all into Batman vs Superman. I think we would have been in a much better place now.
Yes.
Unfortunately, there was too much pressure from Marvel and how well Marvel has been doing that they just rushed into it, and in my personal opinion, they've stuffed it up.
Yeah.
The whole thing needs a reboot, and I'm really hoping the Matt Reeves Batman will do it.
I think so. I think it will. Honestly.
All right, back to Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
So, I noticed something very strange that is waiting for me to edit and publish on the site.
What would it be?
Please tell me more about this Hentai Cam Girl that you've been writing about.
Okay, so
Because as I've mentioned before, hashtag forever alone. So this is right up my alley, apparently.
so a few days ago, I noticed on Twitter a lot of people speaking of or talking about this new virtual model on Chatterbait. Now that's a platform for basically cam girls and and performers.
All I really want to know is how you've discovered this stuff, because I'm hearing all of this for the first time.
How?
I don't know, what Chatterbait?
Yes.
What is this? Is this like the dark web or something?
No. It's a totally legitimate performers platform for cam girls.
Wow.
Yeah, and we've all frequented our preferenced sites. Chatterbait used to be one of them.
If you're listening, reach out for a sponsorship.
Yeah, please. We are not biased towards any kind of sponsorship.
Yeah, true that.
Yeah, true that. And yeah, basically Projekt Melody is its name or her name. She is a virtual, totally 3D modeled cam girl.
Wow.
Who renders in real time, according to what the chat flow looks like.
Hold on. When you say renders in real time, is this a local render on your machine, or is this rendered in the cloud and you just join the chat?
Works via the Unity engine, actually. So
and Unity, as we know, can run in browsers, right?
Yes. But I assume how it works is the creator, his name is DGVTrex or something like that on Twitter. I assume he has a setup on his computer that basically runs the modeling program, and it reads from the chat, and then the render reacts according to what the chat's like.
Oh, I see.
And basically it's all real time. There's no input from him. It's an AI, essentially.
That's pretty cool.
And it looks amazing, actually. It's Projekt Melody has a YouTube, she has a Twitch.
Wow.
She's on OnlyFans, she's on Patreon.
And she's a digital AI, or rather there's someone behind the digital AI.
There is someone behind the digital AI, but during the live streams, it's all rendered in real time.
Awesome. Well, if you'd like to find out more about it, hit up vamers.com. You'll find an article there that Edward recently wrote.
Yes.
And you can enjoy your Valentine's Day with this digital AI who reacts to whatever chat you submit.
Yeah, and obviously not all. In her profile, she says as much that she can't react to all requests.
No, but this is still great, though. I mean, we know that AI is a big part of tech at the moment. Mm-hmm. And if this is, even if it's a small level of AI, the fact that people are homebrewing this stuff is incredible.
Yeah. This is literally unprecedented for the platform.
I think it's fantastic.
For any webcam platform.
Just from a tech perspective, I actually admire it.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Many platformers on Chatterbait at the moment is against it, very much against it, because they feel an AI can compete where they can't.
Of course.
Yeah. So
it
makes
can work
sense.
24 hours. It doesn't need to take a break.
How it's going to develop.
But now, this is a conversation for another day. The impact of artificial intelligence-driven software and programs on all kinds of industries.
Yes.
Not just factories, for example. This, for example, is actually affecting the sex trade.
Yes. The pornography industry.
That in itself is actually fascinating.
Yes. And I covered... I tried to cover all my bases in the post, if you're going to read it. I mentioned that there are difficulties with the AI and with the platformers versus the AI. So go have a read. It's worth a shot, and it's an impressive read, even if I should say so
all myself. I'm going to say is fantastic find, Edward. I was really taken aback by it, and I guess I'm interested to learn more. #Valentine's Day. Okay, cool. So what's happening in the week ahead? What do we have planned?
There's an event on Thursday.
Yes. We're going to a Philips event for beards and shaving maintenance. So next week's podcast, I guess we will speak about it then. We'll tell you if it's worth it, what we liked, what we didn't like. So that'll definitely be something to look forward to. I'd like to also just quickly speak about the new Samsung Z Flip.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, not that we say Z in South Africa. The Z Flip. The Z Flip.
Yeah.
There was a recent event that Samsung threw, both locally and internationally, where you could have a hands-on with the device. Mm-hmm. And honestly, at first glance, it really brings back Nintendo Advanced SP vibes.
It really does.
I loved that console. I know that, look, I've always wanted a flip phone. So the current, sphere of technology where all of these companies are trying to make flip phones that look like current smartphones, as in like one slab that can fold, really intrigues me. If we could eventually get to the kind of flip phone we had in the 90s, but with modern technology.
You mean like the Motorola Razr?
Oh, you mean the new one that just came out?
Yeah.
No, we're not talking about that.
And the one in the 90s. That's all I'm saying.
Look, I find it truly fascinating. Now, it's not that I have an allegiance to Apple, but I'm very much in their ecosystem, so I can't see myself switching to another device anytime soon. No. But I will say I really like the pioneering elements that Motorola, Huawei, and Samsung are currently busy with at the moment.
Yeah.
I personally am looking forward to getting hands-on with the Z Flip myself. And I think it looks cool.
I just think it looks too...
Game Boy Advance SP-like.
Yeah, it doesn't look like a phone to me. So I'm not too keen on the device myself. I like the technology behind it, the premise. It's amazing.
Actually, the most fascinating thing for me about it, and this is something I'd like to learn more about, is unlike all of the other flip phones that we've seen in the last year or so, it has folding glass. It's actually not plastic.
Oh.
Yes. I'm not genuinely curious about this.
There's still, you can still see a little dent.
There's absolutely a crease.
Yes.
But according to everyone who's actually had hands-on time with the device, it's folding glass, which is something I'm very curious about, because now I'm wondering, is it just a much harder plastic that has the texture and feel of glass? Or is this some sort of actual folding glass?
Do we know if it's a Gorilla Glass?
I would like to think so. I can imagine that they're one of the biggest distributors.
I bet it is, but I'm not sure. That's super...
But it's fascinating, right?
Yeah.
It's fascinating.
Wow.
Yeah. Anyway, so what we'll do is we'll find out a little bit more about this new glass, and we'll, speak about it next week.
Yeah. As more information comes out, as more people get their hands on the device, we're obviously going to know more about it. So, yeah.
Okay, well, there we go. I think we've reached the end of our very first episode of GETL.
Yeah, thank you for joining us. Obviously, it's all rough around the edges at the moment, but...
Yeah, so please bear with us.
We'll get there. We'll evolve this into something beautiful.
Well, we hope.
Yeah, we hope.
Either way, we're doing this for us.
Yeah.
If you do enjoy listening to us, like, subscribe, follow us on the socials. And we wish you all, whether you're alone or with people that you love, a happy, happy Valentine's Day. And... just a quick shout out. If you are alone this Valentine's Day and you feel that it is getting to you, reach out to somebody that you know or that you care about. And if there isn't anyone like that in your life, or you feel there isn't, please call your local hotline.
Or if you just need someone else to talk to, don't be afraid of reaching out to us. We're on all the socials, so we'll listen at the very least.
We might be small in terms of whatever following we have, but yeah, if there isn't anyone else that you want to reach out to and you feel like reaching out to us, although you may not know us, by all means, please do. Twitter, Facebook, we're here.
We're there, obviously within reason. We're just 2 people, but yeah, have a lovely one.
But that's it. Otherwise, enjoy your day, and we'll see you all next week. Ciao for now. Bye.